Best meal you can cook.
Oh, this is an easy one for me because I do. I post. Steak.
You are a fantastic cook.
I do steak all the time. It's like it's my special interest.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that at all.
I've ritualized my my steak preparing process. So it's very comforting for me to go through it. And like
I'm picturing you with special like robes that you wear. Like you're made a
not
ritual.
Far off. You're not like there's not special robes, but it's close to that. Like I have my special knife that I use. I have my seasoning that I just use salt and pepper, but I have it all set up. I like to set up my mise en place. That's not how you pronounce that.
You lost me completely. I was like, oh wow,
it's French for everything in its place.
You said mise en place. I was like mom and pop.
Yeah,
Is that
mom and pop.
I like to set up my mom and pop.
My mirepoix. So yeah, and I really ritualize it, and I'm really consistent at it, and I really like posting pictures of it.
It looks beautiful every single time.
It's fun.
You once made a beef Wellington that I was like, I'll be honest, I never knew what beef Wellington was until I saw it, and I was like, all I want is beef Wellington now.
Dude, that beef Wellington. So I've done beef Wellington once, and I've done pork Wellington a couple times. If you're gonna make it at home, do pork Wellington first because it's way cheaper, and it's the same process, and pretty much and just as good, I think. But beef tenderloin is the center, and it is like for a tenderloin, which is probably 4 or 5 steaks. It's $100 at the grocery store, more now because beef is so high right now. So it's so expensive to make and it's so easy to mess up. But that beef Wellington I did was like I've been cooking for a little while now. I feel like I know what I'm doing. I'm going to try this really hard thing. And it turned out really well, actually. I was really proud of it.
That's always fun.
Yeah, it is.
It's like, oh, I did it. Yay.
Like, oh, this isn't fucked up.
Yeah. I used to do like smoked meats on the barbecue or on my smoker.
I love smoking meats.
Which I haven't done in forever because I'm always up here doing.
It's hard. It takes so much time.
It does. Which I've always thought would be a fun sketch. I know they have a cooking show now about smoking meats, but I've always thought that would be hilarious if they have like a cooking competition, but the judge or the host has no idea how long it takes. So it's like, all right, your next challenge is to make a brisket as best you can and serve it to us. On your mark, get set, go. You only have
16 hours.
19 hours. Oh my God. Like that, and it's just showing like he's just like sitting in a chair twiddling his thumbs and like doing the like wiggly thing with the pencil. It's like, hurry up, chefs, you still have 9.5 hours. Oh my God.
Like at that point all the chefs are just sitting around waiting
it's just a bunch of guys who look like me and John Candy who just threw a slab of meat on a grill and they've got their feet up drinking a beer, and it's like, aren't you worried? Don't you want to check on your meal? And they're like,
nah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's all right.
I don't want to open the smoker and let the...
Yeah, I don't want to break the seal. Yeah, you want a beer? It's like, you can't just sit here and... But no, I do. I used to love doing that. And when you cook a brisket and you're like committed to it, and it's going to be a 25-hour process, and you wrap it in the towel and put it in the cooler. And you're like, oh wait, no, nobody touch it. Nobody touch it for another 4 hours. And they're like, it'll be cold. And you're
it's
like,
got to rest.
It won't be cold. It's got a nest. It's like so intense.
Yeah, this is a tough topic for me right now, actually, because my smoker just broke.
Oh no!
Yeah, I have an easy bake smoker, or an easy smoke smoker. That's what I call it. It's a pellet smoker.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I'm not going to sit and manage a fire for 17 hours.
Yeah, what am I, a lumberjack?
Right.
No. Yeah.
Look, I'm going to put it on. I'm going to do my seasonings. I'm going to trim it up, and I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to check it every 4 hours. You know. But my auger in my my pellet smoker is not working currently.
It's not auging.
It's not auging.
Oh, I hate that.
I know.
I hate that. Have you tried getting in it? Do you have a shop vac?
I don't.
This is turning into dad talk so quick, but
I
whatever. I don't
that.
care.
I live a very fatherless life.
If
Just
you-
kidding. Love you, Dad.
So if you take out the the grills, the grates, the heat shield or whatever, and get a shop vac, you can actually rent them. I think they're not that expensive, and you suck out all the pellets from the little pot. Then there's usually a button on the smoker that will, like, you press it and it manually starts. Try sucking out some of the pellets from inside the tube.
Sure.
And then press the button, see if it starts to rotate a little bit, and just keep sucking out until you hear like the tink, 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 and then you got full pellets.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So that's what happened to me. And I looked it up because I was like, oh, my motors stopped turning, my auger. And then they were like, oh, yeah, most people don't think to clean out the tract. And it gets loaded with dust from the pellets, like sawdust that's like left over and ash and stuff like that. And it'll get packed. Or if there's any moisture that gets in there, some of the pellets will swell. And do stuff like that. Yeah. So
okay. So I need to put more effort into fixing it.
Before you go out and spend $600 on a new one, try giving it a...
That was never an option. Yeah. My wife would stab me in the throat if I spent $600 on a new smoker. Because we're gonna move soon, and
that's right.
I can't take it with
forgot.
Me. Yeah.
I forgot. You're soon to.
We're thinking in California, not like fun LA, California, because that's too expensive, but like
Humboldt County, California.
Yeah, like eastern kind of border of the state, sort of thing.
Okay.
You know, I've got some friends out in Las Vegas. It's about 2 hours away. So
I've always said that the greatest drive in this country is start in San Diego, drive east towards Vegas, stop in Vegas for a night, then drive to we stopped in Moab, Utah, and then from Moab we stopped in Denver. And that section of the country is the most beautiful place on earth.
I've driven like in my early 20s, a friend and I drove from St. Louis to Las Vegas to visit the very friends I was talking about. And we drove from St. Louis to Denver and spent the night, which St. Louis to Denver is the worst drive.
It's the worst. That's what I was about to say. As soon as you hit Denver, stop. Stop.
Because I mean, like, the thing about it is Kansas sucks, and then half of Denver or half of Colorado until Denver
also sucks.
Is the same thing as Kansas. It is just flat nonsense.
I've even asked that before when I'm like, where are you from? And people are like, oh, Colorado. You're like, oh, how beautiful. Wait.
Where?
East Colorado? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, ew, gross. You mean the part Kansas didn't want? Gross.
Yeah, go to the mountains like every other person in Colorado.
Yeah, if you were going to look at a picture of a map of Colorado, have you ever seen those memes of the horse that's drawn and the back half is just beautiful,
right?
And the further it goes, it becomes like a stick figure? Yeah, that's Colorado.
That's Colorado, for sure.
It's disgusting.
But from Denver to Las Vegas, you drive through through Utah, is amazing. It is. You talk about seeing a big sky. That is the biggest sky that you've ever seen. I don't even know how to articulate that.
You start off with the mountains of Colorado and all of the beautiful. That Highway 70 through western Colorado is so crazy, and then you go into the high plains of Utah, and then you slowly go down, and then you cross into a tiny bit of Arizona, which has the canyons and the desert and everything. Okay, yeah. And then you get into Las Vegas, which is, I mean, you're in Arizona for, I think, if I remember right, it was 20 minutes.
20 minutes, yeah.
It's just the tiny little top corner. But it's beautiful. And then you get to Las Vegas. And then if you want to continue on down to San Diego, which I personally think is 10 times better than Los Angeles. So that's just my opinion. But
San Diego sounds so cool. I've only been to San Francisco, actually.
Really?
Well, and Sacramento. It was the same trip. Old Sac Town.
Old Sac.
I genuinely love Sacramento, and I really enjoyed San Diego. But I did not know that when I was driving to San Francisco, that you have to the Golden Gate Bridge is a toll bridge. And it costs $9 to get into the city.
Is it really?
I'm pretty sure that's how much it was. To get into the city, it was $9.
I never knew that.
Yeah, it's because the city's just on an island.
That's true. Yeah, it's in the middle of the bay.
But the bay, the drive around the bay is so pretty, and even the Golden Gate Bridge driving across, it's really cool. Very cold in San Francisco.
Yeah, surprisingly.
I spent most of my trip there trying to find a sweater that would fit me.
I always hate that when you're like, oh, I'm going out to the beach.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, shit.
It's freezing out here.
Well, so San Diego is famous. Everybody says it's 70 and sunny. Every day, 70 and sunny. And most of the time it is. But when my wife first came out to visit me and we were just dating, she came to San Diego in November. And I was like, it's going to be 75 and sunny. Like maybe bring a light jacket or something like that. The 4 days she was there, the average temperature was like, the high was like 55.
Oh my God.
And it got really cold. And I was like, this never happened. I promise this never happened.
The
She's
first
like,
time
I don't
ever.
have any warm layers. She was so mad. I was like, I swear, ask anybody. The temperature's always nice here. So I did want to get to this one specifically with you. Best marriage and relationship advice.
Oh, I love you for this. Thank you for that.
I thought, I was like, you will definitely
that.
have.
I love talking about my marriage because I love my wife so much, and she'll beat me if I don't say that. No, I'm just kidding.
That's like you zoom out and you're just like, I love Caroline so much, and everything's perfect. And
no, she's amazing. And so the best marriage or relationship advice I can give is probably not as specific as people want it to be, but it's literally just go to marriage counseling.
Yeah,
go to therapy, like personal therapy, couples therapy. It's expensive, but it is worth it. My wife and I, right before we got married, we went into a couples therapist, not because we were having trouble. But because we were, going through a big transition in our relationship, and we just wanted help through that. And we ended up going into the therapy thinking we were going to talk about this, and it was totally different. We ended up just talking about like how we communicate with each other and like what our intentions are with our actions and communications, and how to interpret. Interpreting is so huge. It's just as much of a skill as communicating is.
Yeah.
And like the biggest thing is like, this almost sounds like it should be what the best marriage advice is, but it does not apply to every couple. It's like you should give your partner the benefit of the doubt, and like assume that they're not trying to harm you with whatever they're doing, or attack you, or like disrespect you, or whatever, the assumption that like whatever you tell yourself in your head, like give them the benefit of the doubt and assume the best. Because most of the time that's what it is. Unless you're in a toxic relationship and then it's not. But yeah, that's a lot of what the therapy we went through was just working through like how we communicate with each other, and like, learning the little idiosyncrasies of our brain and our intentions and our communication and stuff like that. And it was so important for us, and our relationship got so much better after we did that. And I genuinely think everybody should do it. It does not matter the state of your relationship, how perfect you think it is. It can always be better. It can always improve through therapy.
I love that. That's what I would say. I mean, we went to marriage counseling for quite a while, and we only just briefly paused, and it's just because we haven't scheduled another one.
Yeah, well, that's the hardest part. Yeah.
Yeah, because then you're like, okay, well, I'm in town on Tuesday. Okay, you're on. Okay, so you have to work. Okay, so no, you're booked. Okay, like it's so hard. But the one thing I will say that goes against everything everyone says is it's okay to go to bed angry.
Oh my God, yes. Please go to bed angry.
Yeah, the people that are like, never go to bed angry, you're an idiot.
Oh, do you want me to continue this conversation overwhelmed and upset?
Yeah. So we're going to continue to scream at each other till 3 a.m. and then both of us have to wake up at 6 and get the kids ready to go to school. Yeah. And then we're mad and grumpy again. Like, no, go to bed.
It's terrible advice. Like, regulate yourself.
Yeah. Just say, hey, you know what? That hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
I just don't want to get into it right now. And then the next day you wake up and you're like, hey, yeah, that wasn't that big a deal. Or, hey, I'm sorry if I snapped at you. I was blah, 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 blah.
No, you get in your head, like you become like this, like it becomes about winning the argument at a certain point, right? Like, and like clinging to like whatever idea you thought that you had about whatever topic you're talking about, and you rest and then you let that go, and it just becomes like, wow, I don't want to be arguing anymore. I just want to,
I just want to be happy.
Yeah.
Like, hey, are you okay? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I was a jerk. And then, they're like, oh, yeah, me too. I didn't, that's not what I meant when I said it. And I think it came across the wrong way, And you're like, okay, cool. Yeah. But yeah, when I got married, everybody was like, never go to bed angry. Never go to bed. And I'm like, that's the worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst advice ever.
That's like so in the vein of like old-headed relationship, like.
Yeah,
like
it was everyone old told me that.
Yeah, you just got to commit to it, you just can't. Like, no. I think we all have our limitations.
Marriage is like a business. You got to it's like, no, it's. I mean, yes, there are finances involved, but it's not. You don't treat your wife like a business partner or whatever. No. Like that's ridiculous.
Exactly. Yeah, it's so silly. Like, and especially like because my wife and I, we're both autistic, and like when we're both overwhelmed, like you can't communicate effectively, right? Like But I'm glad you brought that up. That's such a good, like a bad piece of advice that is so pervasive and everybody clings onto, and it's terrible.
Well, especially because a lot of times my wife and I are long distance, for big portions of the week. And this summer I went to Austin for a week to do shows. And then she went on this trip with my mother where they went and hiked this like 100-mile trail. Whoa. And it was one of my mom's like bucket list items. And she's like, well, I'm getting old and I want someone to come with me who would be able to help if I do fall. And so she took my wife, and they were gone for 2 weeks. And they left the day I came back, but like 3 hours before I got home. Like I drove through the night and I was like, oh, I can't wait. I'm going to surprise them. We'll get there. And I missed them by 3 hours. And it wasn't, it sucked, but whatever. And, so yeah, we were apart for like 3 weeks, and sometimes you just like you send a message and it doesn't get a reply, or you call and nobody answers, or like, hey, this happened, blah blah blah, but we can't talk about it right now, or what? It's like you get frustrated, and it's like you can't just stay up all night. Worried about it. You just like go to bed, and then the next day you're like, okay, I don't need to send this message. Right. I don't need to. I'll fix it. You know.
Well, no, and that's the other thing too. And I think this is a little bit of this is my marriage hot take. Is like you're not. How do I want to phrase this? You don't own your partner, right?
Yeah.
Like you're living separate lives with each other, and like obviously you share aspects of your life like kids or finances and where you live and things like that. But like I see couples like clinging to each other, and I don't mean like in a like my wife went on a trip earlier this year that was about 2 weeks long, and like I was desperate for her to get back, like I wanted her to be around me. I wanted her to be back, as part of my daily experience. When I say clinging to her, I don't mean like, oh, they want to be together all the time, because I think that's a sign of a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
But like really like, oh, where have you been? Like, I have to track your, like, tracking location, stuff like that, like requiring that, like going through phones and reading messages, like if you're doing all that, like if you don't have the trust, if you don't have that trust and rapport built up with your partner, that you don't feel the need to let them have agency and let them have their privacy, then you probably shouldn't be in that relationship, like that is, it is so, like, the way people constrain each other in relationships is like gotta be most of the reason why they don't work, especially for me. Like I've got this thing called PDA. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's
public displays of affection.
That's what I always thought. That's what every time I say it, I think of it. No, it's like
which I got a hot take on that, but
public displays of affection, like that they're hot and good.
Yeah. I was thinking specifically in terms of teenagers, but yeah.
Oh, well, that's those are children.
Yeah. No, just when I was a kid, when I was in junior high, I had a girlfriend, and you'd hold hands, or you put your arm around her or whatever. And it was mostly, the only time we'd get to hang out outside of school was at like this church youth group thing.
Yeah.
And everybody be like, PDA, public displays of affection. And it's like, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want us to go be affectionate in private?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, no. And I'm like, well, then let me hold her hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if I don't get to do that, I'm going to explode.
Right.
Or
people freak out about like, oh, I don't want to see that, or I don't want to see it. Why? How about you celebrate the physical bonds between human beings?
Yeah. Like, hey, we're comfortable with each other. We like each other. I'm going to give her a hug. I'm going to, there's nothing wrong with a little like kiss. Mm-hmm. Now I get you don't want to see two 14-year-olds like blah, 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 making out. No. That's cool. You can be like, hey, dial it back. You know what I mean? But don't be like, don't you dare hold hands.
Right.
You're gonna die. Like,
like the abstinence only.
Yes.
Yeah. Like it's so terrible.
Yeah. It's like, no. I've always thought it's kind of like a tea kettle. Mm-hmm. Like it's got to have that steam release every now and then, because it's like, you can't just build it up or it'll explode, It becomes
I know it.
Well, thank you so much for coming to do this.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it. This was a
so
lot
much
of fun.
Yeah.
Do you have I should say this at the beginning, but do you have social media?
I really don't. I mean, like, I'm on Facebook, and you can add me as a friend on Facebook, but I don't have like.
If you want to see pictures of his steak,
of my steak or my dog, that's really it. I mean, I do TikTok sometimes, but like, I don't even know what my TikTok handle is.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so bad at marketing myself.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate it.
I was watching an episode of your podcast today, and you asked for the guests' socials, and I was like, oh, I don't have anything for that. I'm not even going to try to figure that out.
I cannot stand that it is part of what comedy is now.
Oh,
it's so annoying.
We
it's
could
like,
go on an hour-long rant about fucking marketing.
Be here till 3 a.m. and stuff like that. I don't know. Bree asked me the other night, she was like, when you do your podcast, is your goal to get people on the internet to like it, or is your goal to have fun with the guest? And I was like, my goal is to have fun with the guests.
Yeah, I think those things are hand in hand.
Yeah, honestly, I think if we're having a good time, people might enjoy listening to it. And if they don't, okay, there's a million other things that you can go do. You know? One thing I don't understand is the amount of people that will comment negative stuff. Like, this is so dumb. It's like, okay, then don't watch it. Like, you're wasting your own time leaving a comment.
You have so much agency over what you consume.
It's so easy to scroll off of a video, or it's so easy to like just click on something else. But instead, people are just like, no. I think I had, at one point, I'm sure I had more people hate watching than actually watching. And it was like, I mean, I don't care, because whatever, you're helping me in the algorithm. But now I found enough people that are actually fans of it. And I'll go out to open mics or go do shows, and I'll have people be like, hey, I really enjoyed this week's episode. That's like, so cool. Shout out Teal Pierce. he came up to me the other day. I had Tim Convey on. He was like, I really enjoyed this episode.
Oh,
I was like,
nice.
Thanks, buddy.
Tim's so sweet.
Yeah, Tim's great. Teal's great. And everybody.
Teal's amazing. I love Teal.
Yeah. I don't know. It's that I enjoy. One of those is worth 100 negative comments or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
So long as you can keep it straight. Sometimes you're like, hey, if anybody wanted to leave a comment that's nice, I sure would appreciate it.
Really?
I don't know if any friends are out there, but if you are, if you could just give me an LOL, that would sure turn things around right now. Because
you're like, Jeb Bush, please clap.
Yeah, please, guys, clap, please. Clap, please, please. We don't even need to clap. How about a woo?
Yeah,
One
just
woo.
anything.
Any woos for anybody out there? Drop woos in the chat, fam. I learned that from my kids. So, yeah, on that, do you have anything you want to promote or anything like that? Any social media? Just follow Brendan Olson, everybody.
Be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like the Iron Giant said, be
good. And then you fly out of here.
I explode.
Yeah. So the last thing that I ask everybody when they come on this podcast, especially for the first time, is what's the best way to fix it? Anything you would do to change it, make it different, make it better?
No, I think that's, it's so natural. It's nice. Very conversational. It's good. I like having that we have, the topics that you talk about. And does this go in the podcast, by the way?
Yeah, it can.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I wasn't sure. No, I like having the topics to talk about, and I also really like how loose you are with it, because we start off talking about like marriage advice or whatever the best snacks are, and then we end up somewhere completely else, and I think that's fun. And
that's the whole point. Is like I just want to ask a question, go on a tangent. Doesn't maybe it's fun, maybe it's not. If it's not, we bump to the next question. Some questions are duds, some questions, and it's like I don't know. I really liked when I was growing up, Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah, me too.
Where they're like, welcome to the show where the game's made up and the points don't matter. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, it was just fun to watch.
Exactly.
And there's no winner or loser, Mm-hmm. So it's like, how do I make something like that? And then I'm a big fan of the podcast Are You Garbage? Which is the same thing. They just sit down with comedians and ask them, what kind of house did you grow up in? Where did you go to school? And then they try to determine, are you garbage? Do you keep mustard on the counter or in the fridge?
That's fun.
Yeah, it's just like silly questions. And then they let you know at the end. They're like, oh, you're garbage. You know what I mean? And the thing is, people try to be garbage now. Like, that's the whole point. They're like, oh, no, you're classy. And they're like, no. I'm a piece of crap. Trust me. I don't know. I don't wash off my umbrella. And they're like, no.
I shower once every 3 days, I promise.
Yeah, they're like, okay, all right. Now we're getting to the good stuff. Yeah, so I wanted to make something it's fun, and every now and then you ask somebody a question and they get real passionate about a subject, and then you can get your riff on it and offer up your counterpoint, and none of it matters. It's like, so you guys spent 20 minutes arguing about Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it's like, yeah, and I'll die on that hill, So I don't know.
Yeah, the cabbage guy was in the right the whole time.
That's what I've said. He's the best character. He shows up just the perfect amount of times. I swear, this is, yeah.
Oh,
see, best Avatar character right here on this slide. I talked about this for like 10 minutes with Jenny Weaver the other day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we just talked, and I mean, Toph is up there, the cabbage guy. I mean, Uncle Iroh.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, the cabbage guy never misses. He's batting 1,000.
He's great.
So
he's poor, probably. He can't sell his cabbages, but
I'm not saying it's not. Comedy comes from pain.
Yeah, that's true.
It comes from tragedy, and I think that's why he's so good. His timing's impeccable. All right. Yeah. So I don't know. Any improvements you can think of? If not, that's okay.
No, just keep doing what you're doing and be as genuine as possible. That's it.
Fingers crossed.
That's all we can hope for.
Yeah, that's all we can hope for, and hopefully.
You know what? Here's the improvement. Have me on the podcast more often.
Yeah. Anytime you want to come back, let me know. Anytime you're feeling you're feeling like you're like, oh, hey, I want to talk. I want to do this. Let me know.
Yeah. No, I have so many opinions to share. I don't know. I did a, you know,
I don't know if you can see, but I have like 260 slides.
Oh my God.
That I could, yeah.
That is incredible.
I just keep coming up with stuff. Yeah. Best Olympic sport what event would you be best at in the Olympics?
That's very different.
Yeah. Best way to tell if someone's a bad person.
The shopping cart thing.
Which endangered animal would taste the best? Like there's so many different things. Like I every time someone comes on, I try to make a couple new ones.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect at it, but most of the time I can come up one or two.
Oh, these are all great. They're all interesting.
Well, I thought, I try. I appreciate it. I try.
But I can't remember who. Oh, do you know Electric Slideshow? That show at the Improv Shop. Who the person?
No, I don't think I've never seen it.
The person who runs it, she's a wonderful human being, and I cannot remember her name to save the life of me. But you're supposed to do a 10-minute slideshow on that show. I did a half-hour slideshow on accident about why I think 2008 Speed Racer is the best sports movie ever made.
That is a fantastic take. Because it's pretty universally panned as a terrible movie. So
it's an incredible movie. All right, anyway.
Shout out John Goodman again.
Yeah, it is John Goodman.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get into that next time maybe.
Oh, I'm glad I sat up right at the last 30 seconds of this podcast. So I'm sure I've just been all frumpy this whole time. That's good. I always go back and look at it and I'm like, why am I not sitting up straight? And then I'm just all hunched over. And then now it's like, oh, I sit up and yeah.
I've spent this entire podcast trying to figure out what to do with my hands. So
you're not the first person. That's why I fidget. Like I always have something that I can like mess with, and then I realize like, oh, I'm being distracting. Put it down, like that. I don't know if you noticed, but I've been looking at this bottle cap that's on the floor for an hour and 40 minutes, being like, do I pick it up? No.
I didn't notice. I did notice the bottle cap, but I didn't notice you.
At one point, I was trying to kick it to like scoot it further under the table, like
so it wouldn't distract you.
So, yeah, exactly. Because I'm an insane person. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for coming. Please come back anytime. And yeah, we'll see everybody next week.
Bye.
Bye.